Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Start Can Code with Kolawole Emmanuel. Today I'll be introducing us to UiPath Studio. We'll be talking about UiPath Studio. But before we start, I would love you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. But if you are yet to subscribe, please do that right now. Subscribe and click on the bell button to always get notification when I drop a new video. Okay, so let's get started. What is UiPath Studio? UiPath Studio is an advanced automation software that gives everyone from business user to advanced RPA developers the right automation canvas to build great softwares, robots, and also for organization the right governance tools to manage all their bots. Okay, well, enough of story. What is UiPath Studio? As you can see, this is UiPath Studio interface. When you open UiPath Studio interface, the first thing that comes out is this. You see the start menu. In the start menu, you have what your recent bots, the ones you've developed. Here you can create. You can click on the library, you can do test automation, you can also see templates. This is where you find your RE framework. We'll get to the part when I will teach you RE framework, that is robotic enterprise framework and the rest. Then the two panel, the two tab, you see where you can install Chrome extension, Edge extension, and all other browser extension and all other application. Then you see the app part 2. I will also teach you that when we get there. Then here we have the templates. You will see different templates that we have, and if you also create your own templates, you will see them here also. We have the background template, mobile testing template, orchestrator process, and RE framework. Then here the team, we have where we can work as a team. You can clone repository. You know about Git. You can copy to Git, you can do Git init and the likes of them. That is for this. Then for settings, here you can set up your UiPath Studio. You can see different settings. You can see here we have the general. You can change it from English to whatever language that you know. You can change the theme color to dark or light, whichever one you want. You can do so many things. Okay, then here for the design, you can set up whatever you want to set. The location, if you want a default location, you can also set it here. You can manage sources, where you want to, I will explain this later video, where you want to download or install packages and all of that. Then license and profile, here you can change your profile from Studio to Studio S. I'm using community version, and that is where you can see just UiPath Studio and Studio S. Okay, so we have the theme, where we have the Git. You can set up the Git. You know, here we have team and it's only Git that I have. That is because it's only Git that is enabled. SVN can be enabled, TFS can be also be enabled, and the rest of it. Here for the app, you have, if you have issues or you have questions, you have a lot of resources to help you out. Okay, but before I continue, I want us to talk about the difference between Studio X, Studio, and Studio Pro. Now, Studio X is addressed to business users or non-developers. Those are non-developers that want to automate a simple task. So that is for Studio X. But for Studio, they offer a multitude of tools for designing complex and large workflows, and can run attended or unattended bots, and are majorly used by developers. The Studio Pro, in addition to the Studio Pro offers additional access to application testing, RPA testing, API test automation, and mobile automation. That is for the Studio Pro. That you can get your license for Studio Pro. Okay, let's get into the UiPath Studio. Let's go back to start. When you go back to start, let's create a simple process to get access to the inside the UiPath Studio. So you can call it blank process, like is this. You can give it a description. You can give whatever description you want. Okay, can give it, this is a text. robot. You can click V, B or C# like I spoke about in my last video, but let's create. So you wait for the bot for UiPath Studio to create dependencies that you need. When that is done, it comes to this face, that is the UiPath Studio. Okay, good. This top part of UiPath Studio is called the ribbon menu. This part is the project, activities and snippets panel, while this part is the property and outline, objects and the rest panel. Then this, where you have the UiPath Studio community edition, is the design panel. Okay, let me just quickly run through what these panels are and what they do. Now we've gone over the home panel, that's where we are coming from. But let's for the design panel, you can create your you can create a sequence, flowchart, state machine and the rest here. You can export template, debug and the rest of them. You can manage packages here. You can record computer vision and the rest. You can also publish your bots here to Orchestrator. Then the debug part, you can debug your process or your robot. You can do step into, retry and the rest of them. You can also put a breakpoint if you want the bot to stop in a particular place, then continue later. Also, you have continue on exception and the rest of them. You can also open logs. Okay, let's go to the activity and projects. Activity, project and snippet panel. Let's start with the project. If you click on this project place, you see your projects. Yeah, you see your dependency that was created. You see the dependencies that were created. We have the main .saml file, then the project.json. If you click on your main, it opens on your UiPath Studio design panel. Like I said, this is your design panel. Then let's go to your activity. Now the activity part shows the activities that you have. All the activities, you see them here. You see your assign, sequence, write line and the rest of them. Let's for example, we want to, all you just need to do from here is to drag and drop. Let's say you want to do a message box. All you just need to do is drag and drop the message or whatever activity you want. You can search for the activity. If you know the activity, just drag and drop to the design panel and you see it here. So you just do whatever you want to do, just a drag and drop. Also, one thing you need to understand here too is here you can, this little plus sign, you can expand all the activity to see all, or you can collapse them to have something like this. Then this filter, you can add show classic activities that you have. You can, if you see there was no classic activity, I can also remove it. Can you see it's no more there? So you can show classic activity. Other classic activity, that's where you have your UI automation system and app integration. So I always love to have my classic activities checked because I use it more. Then your design activity, your design panel is here. Like I said initially, your design panel shows where the work is being done. Like I just dropped message box. You can also click here to add the activity if you know the activity you want to add. You can, like I've dropped the message box activity. You can just type something like hello world, because this is a text, a message box activity, and you see that whenever you see this red sign, it means there's an error. There was an error before, but now that I've typed into it, the error is gone. So you can save that. Okay, let's go to snippets. Okay, we need to do snippets. Snippets are under the snippets you see samples activity or board that you've worked on. You can always drag and drop them also, so you can see the delay, you can see the loop, like you can see orchestrator. Those are the snippets. Instead of you creating them or working on it, you can just quickly pick from here also. Now let's go to the property panel. Now in the property panel, this is the property panel. If you click on this message box, you see the properties of this activity. That is the property panel here. So majorly, most times you use the property panel in case you have questions, you have issues, you want to know what you need to input or what you need to output. This property panel shows you everything. Then we have the objects. Yeah, object here you have descriptor and UI activity. Especially when you are using UI activity here, you see them here broken down. Then the outline, you see the outline shows you what you have in this place. From here you see the first thing we have here is the main. Can you see this is the main here? Then we have the sequence. This is the sequence, and this is the message box. This is the message box. It outlines all the activities in your design panel. We also have the text explorer and a lot of the another thing I need to mention in your ribbon panel, you can collapse it just like that and makes it beautiful. You can click on it again and brings it down, you pin it again and all of that. So you can also search here. You can search whatever command you are looking for, the pilot search, anything you want, you can search for. If it's to add activity, you can do that. Then here you can send feedback to UiPath. If in case there's an issue with the studio, you can send feedback to them. Also here it's the app, just like the app we have here in the home. Then this place shows you the your account that is signed in. Okay, yeah, this is for the source control. If you are using Git, you want to Git init, you want to copy to Git, and like that. Then this shows the email or the accounts that is running the studio. Then you can also refresh your bot here or disconnect your bot. I'll also teach you all of that. Okay, I think that is all for now for UiPath Studio. If you have any question, please drop for me in the comment section, and let's learn together. Happy automation. Thank you for subscribing.